Hi guys! Welcome to another episode of our vlog, Tropa Tales in Australia. Okay, funny story. Kahapon, which is Saturday, nag-shoot kami ng vlog about how to secure a rental property or a rental house here in Australia.
Alam mga katrops, ang topic natin ngayon is paano maghanap ng bahay na rerentahan dito sa Australia.
And then today, boom! We receive an email from our property manager saying that we need to vacate this house. We have 1 month notice to vacate this house. So ngayon kailangan namin biglang maghanap ng bahay in 1 month.
Welcome to Tropa Tales in Australia.
Yung landlord namin, naibenta niya na daw yung house niya sa Sydney. So they're moving back here in Maitland. And obviously, titira na sila dito sa bahay na nire-rent namin. Pero medyo na-shock kami kasi last month lang, we emailed our property manager and tinanong namin kung meron bang changes sa contract kasi gusto namin mag-renew, diba? And he said na no changes daw, we just continue the contract. And then if there are any changes in the rent, sasabihan lang kami. So walang nasabi about sa possibility na babalik na yung owner, natitira na ulit sila dito sa bahay. So ayun nga, medyo na-shock kami, medyo nagulat kami. Pero ganun talaga ang buhay. So ngayon, maghahanap na lang ulit kami ng bagong bahay na titirahan namin. So, konting backstory lang about dito sa bahay na tinitirahan namin ngayon, kung paano ba namin ito nahanap dati, last year, and ano yung mga kinonsider namin. So, first, kinonsider namin, kailangan malapit sa work ni Mike. Kasi ako, work from home lang naman. Ikalawang consideration naman ay yung size ng bahay. Kasi 3 lang naman kami natitira. So, ideal sana kung 2 to 3 bedrooms lang yung mahanap namin. Pero that time kasi, ang available lang sa real estate app, puro 4 bedrooms. So, we didn't have a choice. Kaya yung binio namin, puro 4 bedrooms. And eventually, yun nga, ang nirent na rin namin ay 4-bedroom house. So, ikalawa, ikikwento ko naman yung strategy namin sa pag-view ng house. Kasi medyo tricky. Kasi hindi talaga kami taga dito sa Maitland. And that time, kakadating lang namin sa Australia. So, wala talaga kaming permanent residence. And that time, dumiretso kami sa Dubbo, which is also in New South Wales. Kasi, kala namin doon may job opportunity si Mike. Meron siyang interview that time. So, feel namin na makukuha niya na yung job. Kasi, 2 months yung balikan nila sa email nung employer. So, kala namin talagang ito na, this is it. Pero unfortunately, hindi nag-push through yung job opportunity. Kaya, from Dubbo, doon na lang kami naghanap ulit ng doon na lang kami naghanap ng magiging work ni Mike. And luckily, in 1 week, nakahanap siya ng trabaho dito sa Maitland. Nagkaroon siya ng job offer. And then, tinanggap niya agad yung job offer. So, paano ba yung ginawa naming strategy para mag-view ng house? Kasi take note lang, yung Dubbo to Maitland is 4 to 5 hours away by car. So, kailangan talaga naming mag-hotel overnight sa Newcastle para, alam mo yun, ma-maximize yung biyahe namin. Ginawa namin, nag-viewing kami ng rental houses for 2 straight days. And then per day, meron kaming nakasked na 3 bahay. So in total, 6 houses yung na-view namin by the time na bumalik na kami sa Dubbo. And then pagbalik namin sa Dubbo, we sent around 4 applications. And then in 1 week, we got 3 successful approvals. All of them are 4-bedroom houses. So house number 1 is $580 per week. Pero 2-story siya. And then house number 2 is $600 per week, which is ito na yung tinitirahan namin ngayon. House number 3 is $620 per week. Una, gusto namin yung pinakamura, which is yung $580 per week. Pero kasi si Liam malikot, mahilig umakyat sa kung saan-saan. So medyo worried kami na baka magkaroon ng unwanted accidents. Hindi na namin kinonsider yung first house. And then the next one is pinili namin yung susunod na mas mura, which is yung, itong tinitirahan namin ngayon. na $600 per week. Tara, samahan nyo kami sa pag-view ng houses dito sa Australia. Okay, we're on our way. Papunta dun sa bahay na i-view namin. Tapos pareho kami ni Mike, nag-leave na kami para maka-view kami ng dalawang bahay ngayong hapon. Dito sa Australia, pag mag-view ka ng bahay, may oras lang na pwede mo siyang i-view. So, kung nakalagay sa real estate app or sa domain na 3 to 3:15 PM lang yung viewing, kailangan on the dot ka nandoon. So, kahit 1 minute late ka lang, kunyari 3:16 ka dumating, hindi ka na makakapasok sa bahay, hindi mo na ma-view. So, kailangan talaga punctual pag nag-view ka ng bahay. Samahan nyo kami, itutour namin kayo sa mga bahay na i-view namin. And tignan natin kung okay ba, kung sakto ba siya, yun ba yung hinahanap namin, kung okay ba yung location, kung peaceful ba yung environment, at maganda ba yung neighborhood. Tapos titignan rin natin yung sizes ng mga rooms, kung sakto ba sa furniture na meron na kami. Sinamahan nyo kami na mag-view ng mga bahay dito sa Australia na posible naming i-rent. And lahat ng napuntahan namin, for me, maganda siya, good enough. Tapos lahat bago. Tapos pati yung size ng rooms, perfect din for us. Tsaka mas madaling linisin kasi yung bahay namin yun, 4 bedrooms. So, nahihirapan akong linisin siya. Na pinag-aaway na namin ni Mike kasi ako lagi naglilinis. So, ngayon lilipat kami sa smaller house. Kaya tingin ko generally mababawasan na rin yung away namin kasi kayang-kaya ko na siyang linisin. Update lang, this morning, nag-send kami ng applications sa mga properties na view namin. And then, good news kasi by lunchtime, ngayong hapon, meron na kaming 2 approvals. Yay! So, hindi na namin paproblemahin kung may matitirahan ba kami in 1 month. Kasi, Nabalitaan nga namin sa mga kaibigan namin, tsaka sa mga kwento rin ng iba na recently mahirap daw mag-rent ng bahay dito. Pero praise God, ngayong hapon, ngayong lunchtime ko, ayun, nagkaroon ng good news na we have 2 successful applications nga. So ngayon mamimili kami dun sa dalawa kung ano ba yung kukunin namin. So later, pag uwi ni Mike tonight, pag-uusapan namin kung saan doon sa dalawa yung pipiliin namin. And yeah, we're just happy and we're just thankful na nakakuha kami ng bahay na lilipatan. And we would like to share our strategies with you guys. Paano ba yung ginawa namin? Kasi, di ba yung first time, ang bilis rin namin nakahanap. So, gusto namin i-share ano ba yung step-by-step na ginawa namin sa aming application para mabilis na ma-approve yung, ayun nga, yung mga sinet naming applications. If you're interested, paano ba yung mga steps and strategies na ginawa namin sa paghahanap ng bahay dito sa Australia, please keep on watching.
Hello mga katrops, ang topic natin ngayon is paano maghanap ng bahay na i-rent dito sa Australia. Salamat sa mga sumusuporta sa aming vlog, sa mga nagko-comments. So kung may additional kayong comment down below na lang para susunod, baka masagot namin yan through vlog.
Go to realestate.com.au or domain.com.au to look for rental house listings. Dito lang kami usually naghahanap ng bahay na i-rent. Makikita mo dito ang laki ng bahay, rental price, pati kung kailan ang available viewings.
So, simulan na natin. Ang first na ginawa namin is to get a reference letter or recommendation letter from your previous landlord.
Make sure to get a good reference letter from your previous landlords saying that you are a good tenant who pays on time, keeps the house clean, and most of all, respect that the house is not yours, so you really have to take care of it. It's good to mention that you have a wonderful relationship with your previous landlord as their tenant as well.
Second, gumawa ng cover letter.
Sa pag-apply ng bahay na i-rent dito sa Australia, para ka ding naghahanap ng trabaho na madaming competition for the spot. Minsan, aabot pa ng more than 10 applicants ang isang bahay, kaya mahirap makuha yung rental approval. So make sure yung cover letter mo ay personal and it highlights your positive attributes as a tenant. Include your occupation and explain how it will relate to being a good tenant. For example, kami ay architects and interior designer, so we mention in the letter that our occupation give us the know-how to take care of the house. And as architects, we have high respect then for any built environment.
Third is to get a proof of employment. So sa case naman namin, si Leah may work na. So inattach namin yung kanyang certificate of employment tsaka mga payslips. Sa side ko naman, meron na akong job offer on that time. So inattach ko yung job offer or employment letter na magpapatunay na capable kami magbayad ng bahay. Fourth is to provide them a statement of bank account.
Providing statement of bank account is optional, but it will give you advantage over other applicants. You can highlight that even without jobs, your family can afford to pay the rent.
Then 5 is to view the house.
Kailangan nyo din i-view yung bahay to make sure the environment and neighborhood is safe. Meron kaming na-experience before na nakahanap kami ng brand new house, 3 bedrooms, maganda ang location, mura ang rent, pero pag view namin ng bahay habang nasa second floor kami, nagulat kami kasi yung neighbor nagplay ng super loud music to get our attention. Tapos nung alam niyang nakatingin na kami, bigla niyang hinubad yung pants niya at umihi doon sa garden niya. Yung mga ganitong bagay pwedeng mag-cause ng worry sa family in the future, so better na iwasan na lang yung bahay.
Okay, after mag-view, yung agent magbibigay ng application form. May iba is hard copy, pero usually yun is done through the app, Real Estate app. So, i-attach mo lahat ulit ng mga requirements na naka-specify doon, isa-isahin mo before submitting.
Sana ay madami kayong natutunan sa aming vlog at good luck sa paghahanap nyo ng bahay mga katrops. See you on our next vlog.
Please watch our videos and subscribe to our channel.